Well, hello there, fellow viewers. If you're new to my channel, well, I hope you don't fucking mind swearing, because some videos don't really have any, and some of them I do swear a lot, because it's my goddamn given right to swear as much as I want, because this is free speech, as the expression is known from the United States, which of course carries over here into Canada and Europe and beyond. Anyway, so I was reluctant to do this video because, well, you know, like so many of you, we're in unprecedented, unfucking believable times, and it's just you know, daunting to be home all the time. I mean, God, I've been here most of my time for over 2 weeks, and I haven't seen any friends or family in that long. I mean, I talk to people every day, but I mean, still, it's even though I'm an expert in isolation, which is a positive in terms of not contracting said virus, but still, you gotta have, you know, the human touch, human contact. And so one of the reasons why I'm doing this video is not to show you what the hell I'm up to, since I have a lot of time like a lot of you, but it's to, as my friend Ed and I were talking yesterday, it's a form of keeping your sanity, frankly. Because what lies ahead is probably not going to be good at all unless there's some fucking vaccine and cure for this, or the fucking disease in itself disappears. You know what? I'm going to stop this for a second. I don't like the setting this is on. Yeah, okay. I think that looks better. I think that looked a little too yellow. So, yeah, as I mentioned in some previous videos, there it is. There's the Boeing 747-8 made by Revell. I don't know, I think it said on the box it was made in 2007, or that's when it was released anyway. And as you can see, my little word table there, it's a big model, gros model. And what's cool about it is, as you can see, I've built a number of, you know, cars and truck models in the 125 scale thing over the years. By the way, I'm not using my phone to record because A, it's charging, and B, there's something wrong with the camera, I think, on it. It's kind of defect. But anyway, so, you know, it's fun to do something that I've never done before. It's a little challenge, you know, and I don't think it's going to be too bad. And as I mentioned also in the videos, that I said to myself, you know, when I saw this, I just bought it. I mean, I went to go meet this Chinese guy in a Tim Hortons. Didn't even give me his real name, but I bought the damn thing for 20 bucks. So I don't know if it came hot off a truck or whatever, but fuck, 20 bucks. It's worth like 3 times that probably. And he even had another one for sale. Oh man, he had a 767. So anyway, not that I have anything against Lufthansa. You know, I filmed many of their A340s and A330s flying and landing here in Montreal. But hey, the 747, the granddaddy of planes, of jetliners, airliners, you know. And but I wanted to do something really old school. So what I really always liked in terms of old school liveries is the old American Airlines liveries, because all you would see is steel, and all they had was the stripes and the emblems, and that's it. And I thought it was strange when they, you know, got hip, I guess, so to speak, and they changed their paint scheme. Literally, they added paint to their fucking planes so many years ago, not even that long ago, which I don't even think is as cool anyway. Anyway, I think it's classic how their planes look, and I just realized I don't have any American Airlines reference for you. Oh, we'll work on that in a moment, but so anyway, I've got her started. I got all the parts are all painted, or mostly. I did the primer, and I have my little crappy looking paint booth here set up. I had the windows wide open a couple of days ago. It was beautiful. It was 8-9 degrees Celsius. There's a breeze coming in through there and from my room. And even though I have this door usually closed, and I have it sealed up, as you can see, so that the fumes don't get out. And then, of course, I'm going to get to this in a minute, but see, some of these parts are going to end up being painted black or gray, but there's so many of them that are silver, like especially all the wing parts here, wing parts and winglets and the engines themselves and the engine hulls, and, you know, they came out quite nice. Very impressed so far with this kit. Revell has always been known to have the highest quality kits, things that fit properly, not much flash. The flash is the plastic that's in the molds that's on the edges of the parts, you know. But I might add some chrome over here that I've seen in pictures. Some chrome, not here, sorry. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, right here there's like polished stainless steel here, or chrome, as I said. As I've done here with the planes. I'm going to sit down here and show you what I've got going on here. Here's the chrome foil I got left. But again, I didn't feel like going to Udisco and fucking take a half-hour metro ride, risk getting sick or worse, dead, since I have a heart condition, as I keep mentioning it. I'm 45 years old. So a friend of mine suggested, he's like, why don't you go get that chrome tape they used to like tape up pipes for furnaces and shit. I'm like, yeah, it's not a bad idea. So I found some at a local hardware store right near my place, and I did all this yesterday. Now obviously, as you can see, the creases there, the wrinkles, it's not easy to do. And there was a part here actually, that this part here over here I redid because it looked terrible. I mean, a few creases okay, but not like the whole fucking thing. And then this part, of course, you can see I painted silver. The primer is still here. The primer is on the other part of the fuselage right here. And there's the silver paint. Also, I didn't feel like I like to paint everything at the same time with spray paint, and then I get it over with and I don't have to fucking do it again. Because as you can see, this I did by hand, the silver here, along with these parts here, because I don't want to do that again. You know, really, it's just the spray paint. I mean, you know, makes a quick job, quick, fast, but it's just fucking stinks. There's dust. I have to clean up the dust off the floor. I mean, you know. But so I finally figured out what I'm going to do here is, okay, I wasn't able to get decals for these, or some people call them decals. So I think the easiest part of this is going to be actually making the blue, white, and red stripes here. And I finally figured out I'm going to do them, I think, in acrylic, because acrylic I can put on more of a thickness. But the thing is, enamel, these little enamel paints and shit, they're pretty thin generally. So plus, if I make a mistake, it'll be easier to correct. This is weird, actually. This little part right here I put here, this little piece, you can see it was like, it's because most of this tape is all vertical. It's all, how should I say, where is it? Here it is, horizontal, right? So I laid it out, I cut the piece. You know, you cut the piece, and then you take it off the adhesive part, the paper underneath, and put it on there carefully. But that little piece I put it on vertically, so it came out like that. But I think it's kind of cool, you know, because again, I'm not a professional modeler. I do the best job that I can, you know, and I have fun with this, and I'm not looking for perfection, because anyway, myself, like any of you, I'm not perfect. But as long as you strive for perfection, that's what counts. That's the bottom line. Oh, okay. So the thing is, I can make my own ANA American Airlines emblems, which are here, one there with the thing. I can do that, but I think what's going to be hard, I don't know if anybody's got some decals, some red approximate, you know, letters that I need for this. I could do that, but yeah, I don't know, that could be hard to do, because look, I did this, you know, this Dodge model a few years back. Yeah, I know they need cleaning, they're a pain in the ass to clean, and I did this by hand with the markers and cut it all out and used Scotch tape, sort of, you know, like masking tape, not masking tape, clear tape, and put it all on the trailer, and there you go, voila. I did it on the door too, except I had it facing the wrong way. And so, you know, I do what I can, really, you know, but it's turning out well. It's fun, and I think once I'm done, probably when I'm done painting this, one of these, at least the first try, I might start painting some of these parts by hand. I like painting the stuff by hand. It shows the human touch to it, so to speak. I don't know, but it's going very well. Anyway, and now I'll take you to my living room, and I will show you. There's a quick tour of my place there, so one of you guys wanted to see what I got there. Let's not talk about those frames. They're supposed to be sold. The guy is not coming to pick them up, and I don't know if he will. For all I know, he could be fucking dead from the virus, because he came back from California. Anyway, I've said too much. So, alright, let's show you what I got here. This picture that I found as an inspiration, or even a model. There it is. Look at that. That's the coolest American Airlines 747 picture that I found. I liked it so much. Well, as you can see, I put it on my desktop. And I love, like, looks like there's a storm in the background. It looked like a typical Florida scene, you know. That's what it's like down there. Very unstable air masses all the time. It's sunny, it rains, a thunderstorm. Now, the difference between this, so what I was talking about, by the way, you see, like, these I can do. That's just a few little things, not a big deal. But this, that could be hard to do. But as for the rest, I'm not worried about it, as I was. Again, careful planning. And by the way, what's different about this is that I don't think American Airlines had the this is a 747, I think 100 or 200, I think it is. And you could see the upper level part here is is smaller, whereas the one that I have, I'll go back to that, it's longer. That's why it was called the 747-8 or 747 Max 8, 747-800. And interestingly enough, actually, I did some research and it shows that in 2020, as of March, there are still like, I think 749, was it 749? Or 649 747s, you know, whatever, commercial use, whether it's passenger or freight planes. And as I do every time I film something in this office, since sales have not been very good, on Kijiji, selling my wares of things that I collect, vintage ads and pictures and stuff. Might as well show you some of the stuff I got here if you're interested in something. And you know, I'm not going to ask you if you come over to buy something if you have a cough or whatever, or a sore throat, like they did at the pharmacy before near my house. But I price things to sell very affordably. Like this here is 15. This is $5. This is 15. This is 10. This is, you know, you get the idea. And a lot of these old calendar pictures, vintage ads. There's a French 64 ad. This is really cool. It's $10 because the frame's got a flaw in it, or I'll sell just the ad for $5. I can, well, a lot of this stuff, this is a gift from one of my subscribers. I'm not selling that. This is a painting I did back in 2011, 2012, 49 Cadillac. Make me an offer. Make me a reasonable offer. I get enough bullshit from comments from people like any other YouTubers, so please don't jerk my chain, okay? It's enough bullshit today. And we have to contend with, you know, come on, like, you know, give me a break, as they say. That's really cool. That was from an old calendar, I think from '99. It had all these exotic cars. Very cool. I want $10 for that. Make me an offer as one of my original photos inside a 50 Monarch, which is a Canadian Mercury. This is only $5. That's from a 1992 Hot Rod Show World magazine. And yeah, I don't think they're looking green here. I don't like that too much. Oh, whatever. There's the GM New Look painting. I never sold it. Amazing. I want $350 for that painting, but hey, you know, again, make me a reasonable offer. I had somebody offer me one time $200 just for the painting. Maybe I should have taken it, but I thought to myself, hey, come on. You know, when it comes to what I do, where the fuck are you going to find a painting of a Montreal New Look bus? There's none. Or maybe one other one, you know what I mean? So that's when you want something that's rare, you pay for it, really. You know? The famous Elio's Pizzeria on the Revell chest. Models are not for sale. There you go. My new friend there, Gary from Ottawa. Here, if you see that, that's the ad I was telling you about, 1998 Peterbilt ad. Why does it not look in focus? Am I wrong? Am I crazy or what? I don't know, it didn't look like it was in focus. Yeah, the camera motor is making some rumblings. That's not good. There's a couple of drawings I did back in '93. Those are originals. Here, $15 for an original '63 Galaxy ad and a cheap ad. There's some beautiful 1925 ad here, French ad, and a 1938 Peugeot ad, and there's another beautiful picture, a Jaguar SS. And so there you go, guys. I hope you enjoy this, and check me out on Patreon, Elton McFall, MCFALL, and I'll keep you up to date with what I get going with this. I figure I'll probably do this in 2 more parts, this project. One more part where I'm halfway along, and then maybe the ending part, or maybe 3 more parts, you know, and that's it. Look at this, $5 for this only. Yeah, that's a 71 Champion ad with a Triumph GTS Spitfire. Okay, guys, take care. Bye-bye.